Hi, welcome to this how-to video for PainSolv Mkv, which is a handheld battery-operated medical device, Class 2A, for applying to your body in places where you have any discomfort or pain. It works on pulsed electromagnetic field therapy modality, which delivers pulsed electromagnetic waves into the body tissue in durations of milliseconds. These emissions actually excite the cell wall membranes so that the cell potential can be improved. Typically, a healthy cell will have a cell potential of between 110 and 115 millivolts, and if you get really poorly and really run down with pain and discomfort, that can drop as low as 30 millivolts. If it drops even lower than that, then there are big troubles. So the product itself comes complete with the actual device, which has also got a wrist lanyard to actually help you. If you haven't got a very strong grip, you've got arthritis in the hands or whatever, you actually need to be able to be safe with it. So you simply clip your hand through and you can use it as and when. If you don't want the wrist lanyard on, you simply click on there and you can detach it. The product also comes with its own PainSolv charger adapter. This is the only charger adapter that can be used, incidentally, otherwise you will damage the circuitry and it would invalidate the warranty. You also get a full colour 32-page user guide. Now this user guide actually shows you how to use the product. It's got loads of information in there about how you can use it for different conditions, and importantly it's also got a section in here, which I'll try to find rather quickly, which tells you how you can apply it to acupuncture points. There's a couple of pages on here that actually show photographs of the acupuncture points, and they tell you what conditions it's for. The reason for this is, let's say for instance you've got a pain on your hand. It's quite simple to adjust the product and hold it there. If you've got a problem and it's an area of your back that you can't reach, or an area lower down on your legs, for instance if you've got sciatica that radiates from the lower back, then down the leg and down the outside of the shin to the foot, and you can't reach your foot, then simply refer to one of these photos in the acupuncture section, and you will actually be able to find out where you can actually apply the unit to actually treat that particular extremity of your body. As I said earlier, the user guide for this product is very comprehensive, 32 pages packed full of useful information about particular conditions. It shows you the emissions chart, it shows you different ways in which you can use the product. It also shows you a full guide of how to use it on acupuncture points. But how should you best use it to get the best results? Like anything else, this is not a miracle product, it's not a miracle cure. It's certainly a lot safer than prescription medications though. It's also more versatile than TENS machines or EMS machines or ultrasound machines, all of which have lots of disadvantages. For instance, you can't use them on prosthetic implants at all. You can't use them in the genital areas and so on. So there are lots of advantages about the machine. But how best to use it? It's no good when you first get it, if you've had, for instance, chronic pain in a particular area for many months or even years. You need to use it regularly. So let's just say, for the purposes of this demonstration, that I've got a really, really bad thumb. And ironically, I have got a bad thumb because I tried to undo the bottom of a sofa set several months ago, and in fact, I damaged some ligaments which haven't healed. But the pain and discomfort that I get from that can be ameliorated by using the device. I simply switch it on. It's going through its charging mode, it's going through its self-regulatory mode here, and once it starts to work, that now signal is coming out of the top. Now this device also has a biofeedback pulsing mechanism, so that when I put it onto my thumb, I can actually feel every time the pulse goes into my body. Now I tend to, you can use it in a number of ways actually, but I tend to move it slightly, so I actually just move it slightly in a very slight oscillating circle. You can keep it still if you wish. You can even hold it above your skin slightly if you wish, but this, I feel, is the best way to do it. Bear in mind, this signal is going to be generated for 10 minutes on the chronic pain setting, which it automatically defaults to, by the way, when you switch it on. So I'm actually using it on there, and after 10 minutes, that will actually switch off. If I want to repeat it at the end of the 10 minutes, then all I do is when a red light flashes on here, I press the mode button and it will continue for another 10 minutes. If I wanted to change the mode, which in this case I won't, I could just press the mode button twice and it will step through the different settings. So, using the PainSolv on something like this, you would actually apply it in the morning, again round about the middle of the day, and again in the evening. If your pain is really chronic and is really long time, then we strongly recommend that you apply it twice in the morning, twice at lunchtime and twice in the evening. This is basically half an hour a day, but at least it gives your body more chance to actually take on board the signals that are going in to start your body actually healing itself. And that's the important thing about it. And we recommend you keep to that regime for the first 2 to 3 weeks. Many people, many users of the product, actually find that they start getting relief in 1 or 2 days, many others between 4 and 7 days. But we always recommend that you use it on the initial testing period of doing it 3 times a day for up to 2 weeks. After that, you can just use it once a day. You can use it while you're watching a film in the evening, or just before you go to bed, or even when you go to bed, and use it, and you will start to get the benefit quicker than you actually think. And what will happen is the pain doesn't switch off, but you will suddenly become aware that your pain is much reduced or has even gone altogether.